Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of WhimsyCraft. My name is ArcaneAlice, and well, right behind us, this is our shop, the Book Bus. Now this thing was in really bad shape when we first got it, and we just pulled this thing out of a junkyard and kind of converted it over to a book bus, and it's been working for us good for a little while. Oh, it's a wild YMG, look at that.
Hello.
Hi.
What's it doing?
Well, we're kind of working on the book bus today. This thing's kind of rough, so I'm going to take it out of Whimsy. We're going to head to the city, and, you know, we're going to kind of fix it up a little bit. Make it a little bit better, and well, oh no, now it's raining on us. Well, I guess I'm going to get this show on the road.
Yeah. Might I join you in that case?
Absolutely, and that way we'll get out of the rain.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, and, you know, we'll have a good trip out of it. So hop on in, and let's head on down the road. You can sit anywhere.
Okay, I'll just stand right here then.
Alright, well, and it looks like we've got another passenger for this trip, and you know what? Friends always make a trip better. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. I think we're gonna need a tow truck. Alright, well, here we are at the shop. Let's go on in and talk to somebody and hope that maybe they were able to fix the book bus. Well, yeah, I hope they were able to get that thing running because, well, we really need that for the Whimsy shops, and, you know, everybody kind of relies on that. Ooh, this is nice. I would like to have this. Well, let's go talk to the shop owner and see what we can figure out.
Hey, you're the one that drove off that old bus, right? That thing should have been scrapped years ago. It wasn't easy to fix, but we did the job, and it's got a little extra to it. It's around back. Go check it out if you want. And hey, tell Johnny his cousin Little John said hello.
Okay, thank you. He says it'll just be a few minutes. From what it sounds like, they did a little extra to the bus. This could be really interesting. Okay, well, let's go take a look and see what they've done. I'm super excited to get the book bus back, and who knows, maybe this time it won't break down on us, because, well, last time... Oh my... Okay, well, this is definitely an upgrade, and they definitely gave us the whole package. I mean, we've got, what, fender flares? Looks like we've got a supercharger put on this thing. Is that a wing back there? Did they put a wing on this thing? Oh my goodness. And wheelie bars. I think this is going to be a fun ride home. Alright, well, we might as well load up and get to it. Let's crank this thing up and see what it sounds like.
That doesn't sound safe. Too fast, too fast, too fast.
Well, it looks like YMG's starting to have some fun. Let's see what this fun button does.
Way too fast, way too fast, way too fast. Was I supposed to do them both?
Alright everyone, well, we got the book bus back to Whimsy, and well, after the ride, YMG was pretty much ready to get off. So let's go over all the changes that have happened since we came back. So we've got our nice little canopy here that retracts back in, and we've added a few tables here. Now in this one, we've got a bunch of feather falling. We finally got the villager for that after like half a season, but that, you know what, it's better late than never. Now inside the bus, I've actually fixed one of the big problems that we were having with this, and one of the bigger complaints that I had, which was the doors, because I only had one pressure plate right here, and it would only open that one door, and you'd get stuck on it a lot. So I've added 2 pressure plates, and now there's no problem. Overall, I think it looks really good, and it fits in really well with the iron shop. And we did change the wheels, right? The wheels don't blend in with the ground anymore, kind of like what we were talking about in the previous episode. And I had to modify the fence back here a little bit, because, well, this was sticking out a little bit too much. So we had to go 1 block back, but that's okay, and I kind of like it, you know? It's just a little bit more on the I don't know, maybe I should do more of that, actually, instead of just a straight fence. Maybe I should start, like, putting little nooks here and there, and then you could probably put some stuff in them, like flowers or something. I don't know, that's more work. We've got too much to do. We need to be adding stuff to the list, so let's start working on the list that we currently have. Now, if you saw before, I had some other books in my inventory, and they're all feather falling books. And the reason for this is, well, again, it's halfway through the season, and I'm just now getting feather falling to everybody on the server, and I kind of feel bad about that. So I've written a little book for everyone. You can pause to read if you would like. But basically it just says that, you know, they're getting a free feather falling book, and that the feather falling books are for sale at the bookshop, and, you know, we're gonna have some other things pretty soon in them other chests right there too, so they need to be on the lookout for that. So what we need to do right now is kind of head to everyone's base and drop a book off so that they'll find it when they log on. We'll start over here at Ailey's base. Right here in front of her door is probably the best place, because that's where everybody drops everything off here. And that way she's definitely going to see it as soon as she logs on. Let me not give her all 7 books though. And I kind of want to switch these around. I kind of want to do maybe something like that. Now for Scan, it's an easy pick. Right here in his garage, he's definitely going to find it because he's always in here tinkering on something. And for Mage, well, we'll just drop this right off at their base. And if you haven't been watching their live streams, you should check it out because they've been building something pretty cool. We'll go ahead and put YMG's right here where we kind of always put everything, and that way he won't miss it. Now that we've pretty much covered everybody on this side of the server, let's go to the other side of the server and finish up these deliveries. I think if I put one right here in Gil's base, well, he'll see it because you can see this thing from outer space. It's pretty cool. And as for Max, well, I'll go ahead and leave this one right here outside his house next to his HSR violation. That doesn't look good. Oh well, on to the next. And for Ray, well, we're gonna put it right here. That way they can't miss it. It's right on the path to the house, or, you know, to everything else here. I mean, it's the one path leading in. I think it's definitely not gonna be missed. And as for Ant, well, we're gonna throw it right here next to Ray's. And I've left name tags in each one, that way they'll know whose they are. Now that we've taken care of all that, there's one thing that we need to go do, and that is the nether. When we built the nether hub the other day, well, we didn't make it mob proof on the roof, and well, we've had some mob spawning, so we're gonna go ahead and jump over there really quick, throw some carpet down, and take care of that problem. Alright, well we took care of that problem, and now we won't have any more gas spawning around here. Well, we hope. Now we do have to eventually get back in here and finish up this nether, but right now we have a few other projects that we need to take care of that are kind of half finished, and, you know, a few of them that have been put on the back burner. So we're going to go ahead and take care of those before we start this big project. So for right now, we need to head on back to the overworld. Bum, bum, I hear a ghast. You better not be in here. Done. None of that. None of that. Alright, well, our next stop is Hobbit H.Q. because, well, we have an office over there that we haven't even fixed up yet or even moved into. So we need to go set up this office and try to get at least something looking like an office, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while since I've been over here. Are these same people still waiting? We really need to work on the customer service around here. Maybe we'll get to that once I get my office set up, and maybe we'll start trying to get things working a little bit smoother around here. Oh my goodness, I got to climb the stairs. You know what? We definitely need to put in our own personal elevator in our office. That is a must, because this, I can't be doing this every day. This is too much. I'm just gonna meet y'all up there so you don't get dizzy like I am going up this incredibly long staircase. Okay, so I believe our office is in here and to the right. It should be right up these stairs here. And this is what we're working with. Now, I have brought a few things just to kind of help us. But I want to do something interesting. I want to really limit myself to just 2 colors, mainly for the palette. And those colors are mainly black and white. I want to see if I can kind of create maybe an optical illusion as you come in here. Maybe it'll play tricks on your eyes. I don't know. This is shooting from the hip. So let's see what happens, and let's just kind of get to building. Alright, well we got something going on here. I think what we really need is a desk, maybe some stuff on the wall. I don't know. Let's keep playing around with it and see what we can figure out. Alright, well here we are. Let's go ahead and head on up and take a look at the office and see what it's looking like. Now we've definitely installed our own elevator because I wasn't having that stairs stuff. That's too much. They can have that, but you know, we had to hide it. We don't want everyone using our elevator, right? It's like a private elevator. So in here, in the inconspicuous art room, well, it's just a room. It's just a room full of art. There's nothing suspicious here, right? But if you know where to go, well, it'll take you on up. Now, here's the thing. I'm not in any rush to get to work, right? I mean, who is in any rush to get to work? So our elevator cannot be exactly the fastest elevator there is. We have to be able to take our time. We have to take a moment before work. Okay, well there was our moment. Let's go ahead and head on up and take a look at our office. Alright, so here we are in our office. We have our computer monitors here. We have our ultra wide and we have our vertical monitor. And then, you know, we have a little bit of things on the shelf, right? We have a couple things that you can get in the overworld and in the nether and in places. Like these are all objects, right? Except kind of that one. That's kind of a mini block, but I mean still you could get the ore if you wanted. But yeah, and then we've got like a working clock in here and another item here on the shelf. These shelves took me a minute. You could see in the video, like I was trying to decide how I wanted to do this, and I was really struggling with trying to keep with that black and white theme, right? But you know, it was blending in too much. But then once I came up with this idea, well, it all kind of worked, you know? Sometimes you just kind of work through the process. But again, we have our clock here letting us know what time it is. In our monitors, we have a little banner back here and some banners up here as well. And then right outside, we do have a plaque right here, just letting everybody know that this is our office. And I think it turned out really well, you know? I mean, I think overall, I like it. No, it's not exactly doing what I was wanting, where it was trying to like play tricks on the eye, but you know what? I kind of like it still. I'm really happy with this one. Now, you know, when the day's done, you don't really want to have to take the stairs down with everyone else, so we're just gonna pop in here. We're gonna head on down, and well, this is gonna take us right on home. Or, well, at least back to our little hidden room. It's a nice little ride. You know, it's been a long day. You don't want to do too much to try and get out of the building. You just want to get out of the building. And once we're here, you know, that's pretty much right back to where we started. And, oh look, it's the end of the day. Let's head on this way, and we'll head back to the base. Well everyone, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. After taking the book bus into the shop, and then working on the roof of the nether hub, and then working all day at Hobbit H.Q, I think we'll call that pretty much a day. Now, on the next episode, we are going to be working here in the base. And before I forget, in the beginning of this episode, with the clip with the book bus, there were two maps that I downloaded for that. One was an auto detailing shop, and the other was a roads map. The links will be down in the description below, along with the links to all my other socials and to the WhimsyCraft Discord. Now in the next episode, we're going to be working right here in the base, trying to finish up a few more projects that we have to get done. We've got to finish up one right over here, behind the bee sanctuary. There's a little hole right here in the back where, where we've been collecting all of our honey and everything, but this just does not look good. I know I can do better than this. One of the other things we need to take care of is this pond right here. We had this for the holiday special, and well, we haven't done anything with it since, and I'd really like to do something and kind of fix this up a little bit. I've also been gathering a ton of resources to finish that canopy on the tree, or, well, get it started, but enough to finish it at the end. So be on the lookout for the next videos, because we're really going to start transforming this base and making it look kind of how I had in my head. So until the next video, everyone, bye!